great. And little Johnny McDaniel and everybody. It's amazing.
Isn't it funny?
Isn't it good? Yeah.
Because we did Grease together, John, Megan, and myself, all those years ago.
Yes.
And now here you are, a big star of the show. The show is so funny. And you were hysterical on it. Where'd you get that voice, that little Betty Boop thing you put on?
I don't know, but I'm glad I don't have it in real life, because I wouldn't have any friends, probably.
It is such a funny show. It really is. When you first read the script, did you think this is going to be a huge hit?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, so I kind of had stopped trying to predict, because the ones you think are going to be amazing, like, flop right away, and then the ones you think are, it's always the opposite. And this show, though, we knew it had a lot of potential, and they just write great stuff for us, so it makes it really easy.
Oh, you and the guy, just Jack. Hysterical. Hysterical, the two of you. You crack me up.
He's going to be on your show, and you're going to love him. He's such a doll.
I can't wait to meet him. Look, I hate you for bringing this. This is me, about 40 pounds lighter, during Grease on Broadway. Look, that's me with the Kaniki haircut. Look at me right there. That is when we did Grease. How much fun did we have doing that?
It was great.
I couldn't take it, though. You were much better than I. You were in How to Succeed in Business. You were a professional Broadway actress. I was bored out of my mind.
It was an attention span problem, I think.
You think so?
Rosie would be talking to her friends out in the audience. Like, call me later, let's have dinner. During the middle of the show.
I know, I did do that.
Yeah, it was good.
And how about when I used to, try to make you laugh or trip you up or put bubble gum in your hair?
Oh,
remember?
my gosh, she was always pinching me, and don't pinch me now.
I won't. But remember you and Jessica didn't talk to me for 2 days because they said I gave them a bruise. Pinching you. You were, so mean to me.
They were scared of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're kind of scary and pinchy.
Now, did you hate doing it over and over, repeatedly, the same show every night?
No, I'm like a machine. I can do it over and over and over and over. I did 500 performances of How to Succeed.
That's
I don't know why. I like trying to keep it fresh. But Rosie, after the second week of just rehearsal, was like, I got to get out. Had it. She was so bored.
Because you're not allowed to improvise. You can't make stuff up.
Well, you were improvising.
I know. Especially on the singing part. I would sing and Megan would stand off stage and go, But now you really are a great, great singer. Why wouldn't you sing here on my show? Can I ask you a question?
I will sing next time, but I just wanted to get this one out of the way, just to see if I could even talk, much less sing.
Do you get nervous doing these?
Well, I never done one.
Ever?
Not really.
I'll get you through it, honey. I'll get you through it. The people are nice. They've had a snack product. They're very enjoyable. They're happy. Now, there is something I'd like to bring up. We've been friends for a good 5 years.
Yes, ma'am.
I consider us pretty close friends.
Uh-oh.
You never mentioned that you did a film with
your boyfriend.
My Tommy.
With your boyfriend.
Holding out on me, Megan? What's that?
Well, I wanted to save it until it really would mean something to you after you'd met him and everything and your love was in full bloom.
What was the movie you're in with him?
The movie I was in, barely in, was Risky Business.
Risky Business.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happened. We get a little research packet. Normally on my friends, I say I don't need the research packet. But for you, I read it for laughs and giggles.
And you found out something you didn't know.
Risky Business, so I rented the movie. Watched it. Didn't see you, Megan. Watched it 2 or 3 times. Frankly, didn't see you. Finally, the 4th time, found you. Take a look at Megan Mullally's huge role in Risky Business.
If this is in any way inconvenient for you, I guess.
That was it.
Wasn't I good?
That was it. We will, it was very impressive. It was a good performance. Did you get to talk to him at all?
Well, I had tested for the lead in the movie, and strangely enough, didn't get it. And so they threw me in this role of one of the call girls, and I had 2 lines. And both of my lines were cut out of the final movie, as you saw. But they had been real nice to me. The director and the producer really liked me when I was testing for the movie, so they had told Tom Cruise about me, and so he was really nice to me on the set. And he was a kid. He was 17. He was driving a Trans Am with a Firebird painted on the hood, Seriously, he was a real boy. And but he was just really sweet. And then years and years later, I don't know him at all. I mean, I didn't know him. I just had chatted with him briefly. Years later, just to prove what a wonderful man your true love is.
Yeah.
I know you love this, right?
I enjoy it. Just go slow. I feel bad that you held out for so long. Okay.
Okay, so a few years later, I go to the opening of some groovy club, and I wasn't, I'm not groovy at all. So I go to this thing, and I'm with this young, budding starlet type girl who is sort of groovier than me, and she sees Tom Cruise across the room, and she says, oh my God, it's Tom Cruise. And right at that moment, he just happened to look up, and he looked, and we met eyes, and he goes, Megan! And goes like bounding across the room, throws his arms around me, picks me up, twirls me around like in a bad movie or something, and then proceeds to chat with me. And I said, well, Tom, you know, I was just in Oklahoma City where I grew up, and you were staying at the hotel where I work out. And he goes, why didn't you call me? Oh my God, you could have come down to the set. It would have been so much fun. You would have given me energy for the day. And I was just like, what? and my friend was like, how do you rate? She was furious. It was really
Shows
funny.
what a dreamy guy he is.
He's so nice, and he would remember me because we didn't even know each other.
Yeah, he's swell. I just think that he's swell.
You picked a good one.
I picked a good one. Now, what about the squirrel situation? I know you hate them as I do. You loathe them.
I have a squirrel situation. Now, I don't want to say I hate them, but my neighbors, my good friends, my neighbors, we've all lived there together for 12 years. They had a beloved dog who sadly passed away, and they couldn't bear to get another dog to try to replace this dog, so they've taken to these squirrels. And they have 2 squirrels that just hang around, and they've completely domesticated these squirrels. And they're named Bruce and Stuart. Although they found out Stuart was actually a girl because Stuart had a baby, so that was what gave it away. But the squirrels are so domesticated that they won't even, first of all, they eat my poor plants that I love and care for, and they dig them. I didn't even know squirrels did that, and they'll just be hanging by a little thread of a root out of the pot. It's so sad.
It's sad.
And then now that they're so domesticated that I'll open my back door to go to my car, and the squirrel will just be sitting there looking at me, and I'll say, go away, I'm not your friend. I'm not the one who likes you. And I stamp my feet and I clap my hands and nothing. And then it just like looks around, tries to look past me to see what it can eat in my house.
Oh,
and they're
really?
they're not afraid of
I'd like
me
you to
at
take
all.
one of these home. Doesn't actually harm the squirrel. It doesn't actually hurt them. It can't kill them or give them a concussion. But you line up, you see that squirrel, and boom! There you go. Do me a favor, take that home. Oh, look at all my producer going, you can't say that. I do. I shoot my squirrels.
You had a squirrel that was trained, there was a squirrel that was trained to water ski or something.
Yeah, we had that squirrel.
Well, my neighbor said they can't train the squirrel to water ski, but what their squirrel does is it attaches itself spread eagle to their screen door and just like rides back and forth.
Oh, no! That horrible rodent-like creature. Yeah. It's disgusting. It is. Megan, it is so good to see you.
You too.
I passed the theater in L.A. when I was out there, and I saw your name in big bold letters.
Yes.
You did a musical review?
The Coast Playhouse, Sweetheart. It's like a little performance art piece, for lack of a better word. It's all singing. It's all music. There's no speaking. And I think they're going to remount it in the summer or fall.
Excellent. Well, next time you come back, you must sing.
I will definitely sing.
All right, and take this picture of me away. Don't go away. We have Joey McIntyre still to come. Megan Mullally, watch Will and Grace on NBC.